What was the original ask?
Not this. And I'm a really good sweet talker. I'm doing a Sydney tattoo, which is fancy-ass cowboy boots in a bolo tie with a Western scene in the background, and no one can stop me.
Such a strong design. There's so many elements that I feel like are so well composed together.
Totally.
This week, we're testing precision.
Precision is important in tattooing because you're working with a needle, and every single time you touch skin, it's gonna make a permanent mark.
Surgeons need a steady hand and a cool head to have the precision it takes to operate on complex systems in the body. The same is true for tattoo artists, because one misplaced drop of ink can destroy a tattoo. This is especially true for this elimination tattoo. You will have 6 hours to create an anatomical tattoo.
Anatomical tattoo means you're taking a picture out of a medical book and reproducing it.
You must create an exact replica of the inner anatomy so real, it's like your canvas was just sliced open.
An anatomical tattoo? Do I look like a surgeon? I'm not.
I want it to look like a lion has ripped off my butt cheek.
Now what?
A lion ripped off her butt cheek.
He just took that meat. Tattoo, baby.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create an anatomical tattoo, and your time begins now.
All right, let's do this. Let's do it up.
My canvas wanted plain, simple cat scratches on her butt, but what I came back with was better. It's an anatomical part inside of her thigh, and there's a bow sewn in and out of it.
I definitely threw her the idea of doing something a little bit different. Nobody really has this.
There's a lot of things that I learned last season. I am not here to play it safe.
This week, we had you create an anatomical tattoo using precision to make it look exactly like the inside of the body. Tattoo baby.
I think putting the bow in there was a great idea for this, just to break it up and give it that feminine edge. As far as the whole tattoo, what you've gave us today is a middle-of-the-road effort.
It looks very rocky. Your background looks rocky more than fleshy. We know what you're capable of, and we're gonna hold you to that standard the whole ride. This one's not a good one.
Welcome back, Clean. As a veteran, you fought through this competition once. You now have the power to choose the next elimination tattoo. This week, you're calling the shots. What's the next elimination tattoo?
We're gonna do hot rods and choppers, neo-traditional style.
Not my strong point.
Probably half the guys here don't know about hot rods and choppers. I'm a gearhead. I'm gonna kill this tattoo, and there ain't nobody gonna get in my way.
Clean, have a seat.
Hot rods and choppers are difficult because they don't really lend themselves well to a tattoo. They don't flow, they don't move well. It's a bunch of little parts all jumbled together. I don't like it.
Remember, you are being judged on contrast. Neo-traditional tattoos are the ideal test of contrast because they have bold outlines and heavy blacks set against a bright color palette, making them pop. Let's meet your canvases. Ashley and Alex, you won the Flash Challenge. You now have the power to assign the canvases as a team.
I want my chopper on my ribs.
Sitting for 6 hours for a rib piece is really grueling, and motorcycles have 100 parts to them. That's just unrealistic.
I want a Firebird Trans Am on the back of my right arm with the pinup girl on it.
That's a lot for that little space.
A lot of elements.
This chick is crazy. She wants a pinup sitting on the hood of a hot rod on the back of her arm, and it's this big around. There's no way.
I forgot, what do you want?
Clean.
It'll be a tough one.
Tattoos on the ribs is no big deal. I'll take any of them. This is my challenge. If you come into this calling the shots and you lose on your own challenge day, you're a loser.
Dun, dun, dun.
St. Mark.
They give me the girl that wants a pinup girl sitting on top of a Trans Am on an arm that's about this wide. This is Clean Rock One's challenge. They should be gunning for him.
As soon as I walked in, I said, that's who I want.
Super awesome. Where are you putting it at?
You put it on there where you want to do it, and I'm happy with it.
My guy wanted a chopper on his ribs, but guess what? He's a huge fan. He's gonna let me do whatever I want.
Check out some of my stuff while I'm
Oh,
getting
I've
this
seen
done.
your stuff.
Okay. She happens to be a fan. I'm gonna turn on the charm to make this work for me. And don't think I can do a pinup, because that would almost be like 2 challenges at once.
Okay.
If you could be okay with centering on the car so I can make
Yeah,
that as good
of
as I
course.
can. Maybe these newbies don't understand something about Clean Rock 1 and I. We're not going anywhere.
Truthfully, I was hoping that I got you.
Awesome.
All right, artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo a neo-traditional hot rod or chopper. And your time starts now.
All right, let's do this. Put the stencil on, yeah.
When you're doing hot rods and choppers, you want to make them dynamic. The only way to make something dynamic is to bump up the contrast with a lot of black and a lot of bright, solid, bold color. Without that, we're going to really have a flat tattoo, and it'll be easy to pick apart.
I get all this gray done. I'm gonna kill this tattoo.
How you doing, man? So that's just the V engine of your bike?
Time-wise, you know, I figured let's just make the motor nice and beefy. Yeah, beer start that engine, you know what I mean? As a veteran artist, my strategy is to do good, solid, clean tattoos. I've been preparing for this since season 5.
Badass, ain't it? Happy tattooing?
You can tell that Ashley's canvas is pissed, and I love it. Her and Alex tried to screw me over. Maybe these newbies don't understand. St. Mark is not a guy to be with.
Nice, nice. St. Mark is a whiner. Oh my goodness.
They may have been able to make me lose my footing on my first tattoo, but I'm getting comfortable again. I think they should be shaking in their boots.
Looks so sick. I love it.
Today, Clean challenged you to tattoo symbols of speed, hot rods and choppers in neo-traditional style. Clean, let's start with you. When you said neo-traditional, this was the palette that I expected to see from the field. I like the flames, the engine is very identifiable, and I like what you did with this background.
I think that's the best part. Red, wine, blue, baby. America.
That's not American, Clean.
It's America.
That's a Puerto Rican flag.
Gave him a Puerto Rican flag.
I see the discrepancies with the flag. Putting more stars in the blue area instead of one big white star would have helped you out. But no one can argue with this line work. Nobody can argue with your saturation. The details of this motor are right. It's a very slick tattoo.
St. Mark. What was your headspace going into this?
I wanted to show a lot of line work, kept a lot of my shading really directional and quick in and out.
Not every tattoo can be done without an outline.
You got me.
We all know you can't outline. This is a pretty good nail in that coffin. The drawing is dynamic. Color versus skin contrast is always the best way to go. Put a bright color next to a black outline, next to open skin. A lot of people would have overdone this tattoo. I think going really simple with it was a smart choice.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Clean. Today, you must tattoo naturescapes.
What?
Oh my God.
Whether it's a rugged mountain range, an arid desert, or an underwater scene, you must rely on dimension to bring these naturescapes to life.
Told you it wasn't gonna be easy. It hurts.
Naturescapes are difficult because they have a lot of different elements in them. Different textures with different leaves, natural elements. There's a lot that goes into them.
Every elimination from this point on will be a key player. Do what you have to do so that you beat everybody else out in the room. Don't go to survive, go for a win.
Let's meet your canvases.
Colorful beach scene with sunset and a shark.
6 hours. Why not?
No, that's not happening. This kind of takes forever to do. Realistically, double the amount of time.
TJ?
Anything color realistic is definitely my enemy. Plus, the shark is a stretch. I mean, no way it's gonna work.
Look at him, look at him. Oh, he's pissed. He's so pissed.
So what are we doing again?
Beach scene with a sunset, and then I also want a shark.
We're not doing that damn shark, I can tell you that. The shark part, it's not gonna read well. It's just the head is gonna look like a little tip. I think my bedside manner with most canvases, it just comes from experience. I do predominantly all black and gray. You don't want to be the one that you look back at this and you're like, oh man, I got a jacked up piece because I didn't listen to him.
I would strongly suggest listening to this dude because he legitimately is one of the best tattooers I've ever been around.
All right, we do it in black and gray.
All right, well, we ain't got nothing
You
to
just
talk
made
about.
one of the best decisions in your life.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo a naturescape. And your time starts now.
Let's do it.
Come on, guys, let's do this.
All right, stay standing for a second.
Today we're testing dimension with naturescapes.
Yeah, dude, I'm into that. I'm gonna have the steer coming out, show perspective.
Show me foreground, show me background, show me perspective, dimension, things that will make a naturescape come to life.
I
I want to give you the best tattoo. It's not even about me winning, because at the end of the day, I give you a trash tattoo.
That's your work.
That's my work, yeah. I was given a lemon, and I made lemonade out of it. I mean, you throw me a colored beach scene with a shark, I give you a black and gray beach scene, no shark.
How's it been away from home?
That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Everything I do for my family. I got 3 children at home. I got a baby on the way right now.
Well, hopefully it's all for something. You come home with that check.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
Today, you had to show Dimension tattooing a naturescape. TJ.
He definitely hit the landscape. I love the curved palm tree. I like the dark sky. I like the way that you did the clouds. The part of this tattoo that's a little bit tough to read is from the land to the water to the sky.
The sky and the water have the same tone. If you would have just made one a little darker, one a little lighter, it would have been more definitive where that line is. But it's a beautiful tattoo with a lot of detail.
For this elimination tattoo, you must create a hybrid beast.
Animal? A hybrid beast?
You must seamlessly blend pieces and parts of multiple animals together to form one creative and believable creature.
Crazy.
A lion and an eagle, an elephant and a butterfly, a goat and a turtle. The possibilities are endless. Weird. But there's one more thing.
Oh, God.
Of course there is.
Your tattoos must be in full color.
Yeah, let's rest. I'm ready.
Perfect. This doesn't feel like the power of the sculpting. Full color. It's just not something I do. I don't even own any color. Whose colors I could borrow?
This could be tricky for people that don't use color all the time because now you have to blend 2 different animals. If you take a tiger and a fish, you need to figure out how to mix the greens or the blues of the fish with the oranges and the reds of the tiger. There's a couple people in the room freaking out. I couldn't be happier.
Let's meet your canvases.
Let's do it.
Team Ryan, you won the Flash Challenge. You now have the power to assign all the human canvases as a team.
You got this.
A new school owl and bear hybrid beast on my ribs.
Holy shit.
Brian.
Bear and owl. On his ribs. Oh, I love that. That's the piece.
You want a bear and an owl.
Yeah.
Okay. Today, we're exercising creativity. So I'm gonna exercise my creative words and see what he has to say about other ideas.
Are there any other animals you're interested in?
There was to be one of those things you would sub out, it would probably be the bear.
Okay, yeah, let's sub the bear. Yeah, let's sub the bear with something.
I'm stoked right now. I just hit the lottery with this canvas.
Like, how do you feel about new school?
You want something bold, bright, and solid. That's American traditional. I can do that.
I mean, heck yeah.
I was concerned, but now, as long as I stick to my game plan and do what I know and do what I'm familiar with, I can survive this round.
Artists, you have 6 hours to tattoo full color hybrid beasts, and your time starts now.
This is perfect.
Dope.
It's super hard to nail the anatomy of just one animal. Now they have to nail the anatomy of 2 animals combined into one believable creature in color. That's gonna be difficult.
The tattoo gods love me right now because I got the best canvas and he basically told me just do whatever I think is cool.
And then you think maybe some tiger stripes like that?
No, from the front.
I'm leaning into what I know. Clean lines, saturation, legibility. As far as creativity goes, it's a tiger head on a shark. That's kinda creative.
Today, you had to show your creativity with a full color hybrid beast tattoo. Let's see how you did. Brian.
Looks like 2 very separate ideas. Nothing is really dynamic about the way it transitions from tiger to shark. On Creativity Day, I think you could have showed us some weirdness.
Today you must create transforming tattoos. What? The human body bends and moves, and today you must create tattoos that move with it.
The tattoos that move.
Oh, yeah. Your design must look like one thing when the body is in one position and ingeniously transform when it moves into another.
No way. For a tattoo to transform on the human body, you have to figure out a way to where when it's skewed, it creates another image. That's hard.
I think interactive tattoos are cool. They're novelty and fun. How do you make these things work?
Canvases, one by one, please tell us the tattoo you'd like to get and where.
I want a new school axe-kicking ninja on my pec and shoulder.
Okay. I got it.
Freddie.
Yeah.
You were ranked second. Pick your canvas.
You wanted a ninja. What did you want, sorry?
An American traditional punk rock pinup playing guitar.
Okay. So I've been doing really well throughout the competition in my style. I do color, kind of painterly, abstract, wild stuff. But last week I had a canvas who was really set in stone and my tattoo was awful. It is more important than ever that this week I do not fall into the trap of having to do a tattoo that is not my style. I just want the person who wants my work and wants the best tattoo of the day.
Well, I know it's a competition and I know it's a game, and I'm willing to play the game too. Things can look better than things that I had in my head.
Okay, I will go with you.
Awesome.
The ninja on the shoulder. Grab a seat in the chair for a second.
Sure.
I didn't want to not do your idea, but I know I would fail if I did that.
If I'm not getting exactly what I wanted, then I would say go for whatever you want.
Do you like any floral stuff?
Sure, yeah, I'm into it, yeah.
Amazing.
I ate a whole bunch of magnolia flowers because they were in bloom the other day.
You can eat magnolia?
Yeah, the petals are fully edible. They taste like ginger.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Magnolias I would absolutely love to do.
Sweet, yeah. Wow, we really shifted.
Yeah, we did. Oh my God, you're amazing. We're gonna win.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create tattoos that move with your canvas's body. These tattoos will be judged completely blind, and your time starts now.
Stand up for me.
Yeah. Come a little closer.
Transforming tattoos are the hardest tattoo you could be asked to do in this competition.
Okay, slowly bend.
You've got to come up with a cool idea and then make it fit on the body so it transforms in some way when they move, and that's hard to do.
No, man. Perfect.
See if I can make this work.
Just stay like that for me for a minute, if that's okay. Yep. My canvas wanted an axe-kicking ninja on his shoulder. Instead, I'm giving him a magnolia that when he opens his arm, it becomes 2 magnolias. This is where it gets tricky. I want to do something today that I know I can just nail it. It looks so trippy in the best way. This distortion, it's weird and it's freaky and it's more interesting than just 2 plain flowers.
Do you like it?
I love it.
Then go for it.
I'm hoping if I get tattoo of the day, then I should be picked first. So I'd be happy to be back on Team Nico. He is a real cheerleader for my work. I hope he picks me. I'm ready if you are.
Here we go.
All right, judges. The artists had 6 hours to show their ingenuity with transforming tattoos. We're reshuffling the teams.
This is crazy.
Game changer.
Oh, man.
And this is a blind critique.
Is this live? Are they live?
Yeah.
Hey, the role's kind of cool.
I know who did each tattoo, but the 3 of you do not. Safety from elimination and a spot on your team is on the line.
Yeah, I just want to be safe.
You guys ready to look at some tattoos?
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
Let's bring up the first tattoo.
That's mine.
When the arm is closed, it perfectly lines up as just one blossom. Then when it opens, there's an entire another blossom on the bottom.
Yeah, it's like 2 different flowers. I do like how when it's closed, those 2 flower daisies kind of cross and come all the way through the form. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Who do you guys think did it?
Freddie basically signed his name on it with those daisies. Freddie.
They got it. They got it.
It's my moment.
I think, Freddie, that you get to live to see another week.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Today, you had to create tattoos that moved and transformed with your canvas's body.
Hopefully.
This was a blind critique. Based only on your tattoos, each judge will select the first artist to join their new team. Nico, you had the least amount of artists on your team first, so you will get the first pick.
Awesome.
Nico, which tattoo do you pick? The artist who tattooed it will be on your team.
Man, it's a hard decision. Looking at the creativity of the tattoo, the double flower.
Which artist did this tattoo?
Shocking.
Shocker.
Shocking.
Congratulations, Freddie. That means you have secured the first spot on Team Nico.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
There you go.
Congrats, man.
Congrats.
For this elimination tattoo, you must create a Western tattoo.
Oh my God.
You know we had to do that. You're here.
Sick. Never done a Western tattoo before. Didn't even know that's the thing people ask for.
For Western tattoos, there's no real style you have to hit. It's a vibe. It's a whole feeling, so make us believe it.
Let's meet your canvases. Team Nico, you won the Flash Challenge. You have the power to assign the canvases as a team.
Ready?
Hi. I'm so glad we have the power this week because I'm not from America, so my idea of the West is a tumbleweed and a cowboy. Like, I don't know what they're gonna be asking for.
Black and gray, realistic steam train with a robbery scene on my ribs.
That steam train has so many like moving parts, bro.
Sydney.
Ayo. Are you dead set on the train?
Well, I'd like to train with the guys running up to it, trying to rob it.
I just can't do it. Like, I can't do it. It's too much in one scene. Are you able to be flexible at all?
Depends on the design.
I'm given the most ridiculous ask in the most ridiculous location. The ribs? What the Charlene? I thought we were friends. Just trying to figure out what we can do to give him a tattoo that he's stoked on and I'm also stoked on.
Meeting in the middle is like the best thing for this competition. I mean, that's a difficult ask.
Like, do you have empty space?
Maybe on my back shoulder blade. We could just do like a collage of like a cowboy hat, a spilt over beer bottle, some boots or something like that.
I'll make it like really dope and really masculine. Super, super, super dope. So I drew you some dope ass boots with spurs. You can stare at it and let me know what you think.
Yeah, I don't like it. No, I like it.
Oh my God, you do? Oh my God, you gave me a heart attack. Woo, okay, good. Oh my God, I'm so happy you love it because I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Artists, you have 6 hours to create a Western tattoo, and your time starts now.
I'm not having you lay face down for me. Those cacti look really great.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Western isn't a style of tattooing, it's a subject matter. It can mean a lot of different things.
I am pumped.
The West is gritty, it's textured, it's dusty. That's gonna give you an opportunity to have a bunch of rich detail.
It just fits well.
So I'm very excited to see how the artists capture a story with these tattoos.
What was the original ask?
Not this. And I'm a really good sweet talker. I'm doing a Sydney tattoo, which is fancy ass cowboy boots in a bolo tie with a Western scene in the background, and no one can stop me.
Such a strong design. There's so many elements that I feel like are so well composed together.
Totally. I have been dismissed so much in my career for how I look, for how I act. I feel like I'm so overlooked because like I'm just a dumb girl who wears leopard print and they don't care. I really got something to prove here. Were you joking when you said you like pink?
No, I have pink hockey tape.
Okay, cool.
Today, we tested detail with Western tattoos. Let's see how you did. Sydney.
There's a ton of detail in this tattoo. I mean, it's not just a buckle on the cowboy boots, it's a buckle that's a little loose, so it's hanging down a little bit. The tiny little dangles on the bottom of the bolo.
Like, I get the turquoise in the bolo tie is pretty, but you gotta counterbalance that with something rugged, because this design is extremely delicate for a guy who wanted a black and gray train robbery.
It just comes down to the specific color choices that you're putting in and designating those colors to the person that you're actually tattooing it on.